Emergency Preparedness Minister Bill Blair making an announcement about support during large-scale emergency events. Let's take a look and listen.
To Hurricane Fiona last September and in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, just to name a few recent examples. Their boots on the ground, largely volunteer-driven actions have saved lives and helped many, many Canadians. The Government of Canada is proud to support this essential work through the Supporting a Humanitarian Workforce to Respond to COVID-19 and Other Large-Scale Emergencies program. And that's why today I am very pleased to announce that the Government of Canada is providing new funding in the form of $82 million so that these organizations can continue to be there for Canadians in their times of greatest need. The funding from this program will help these organizations recruit and maintain a highly skilled and qualified group of workers who can rapidly deploy on short notice to support the response to emergency situations. It will also allow them to train new personnel, to purchase equipment and supplies, and to adapt protocols and procedures to address the needs of specific communities. With today's announcement, the Government of Canada has provided a total of $166.9 million in funding under this program to help the non-government organizations respond to disasters and to serve their fellow Canadians in crisis. Already, these organizations have put this funding to great use. And as an example, the Canadian Red Cross has completed cultural awareness training to better support Indigenous communities, in addition to maintaining a workforce of thousands of rapid first responders. St. John's Ambulance is expanding its emergency response volunteer resources, including staffing for volunteer recruitment and training. The Salvation Army has procured 2,000 deployment kits for volunteer responders, and SARVAC, the Search and Rescue Volunteer Association of Canada, is optimizing their structure and processes so that they can more rapidly deploy volunteers across the country. This increased capacity will better support Canadians during and after disasters, helping to build resilience, and they are a key pillar to mitigating the effects of climate change. It will also help relieve pressure on other organizations, including the Canadian Armed Forces, who we often call upon to help during emergencies. Strengthening Canada's humanitarian organizations is just one step that our government is taking towards sustaining emergency readiness and response capacity. The Government of Canada is committed to continuing to engage with provinces, territories, Indigenous partners, NGOs, and other stakeholders as we work to build a pan-Canadian, whole-of-society approach to civilian response in emergencies. And we are grateful to be able to rely on the organizations that are here with us today and many other local organizations who continue to be there when Canadians need them most. Thank you very much. Merci. And I will now turn to my Parliamentary Secretary, Stéphane Lezon, for remarks.
Thanks, Minister Blair.
That's Emergency Preparedness Minister Bill Blair talking about supporting non-governmental organizations to help them in their response to large-scale emergency events like flooding or wildfires.